I think everybody understands the question, what is your job? But in day-to-day conversation, we usually use the phrase, what do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? What do you do for a living? Now, live is a verb, right? I think everybody knows what live means. So for a living carries the meaning of in order to live, in order to survive. So what do you do for a living is often used instead of what is your job. You can also say, what do you do for work? What do you do for work? What do you do for work? Now there are usually 4 patterns that we can use when we want to respond to this question. Let's take a look. I work for. I work for. I work as. I work as. I work at. I work at. I am a. I am a. Now, I work for. After for, we can add the company name, your employer, the business, the location you work. Now, if you want to say the company that you work at, this phrase is probably the best. Now, an example would be if you work at Google. I work for Google. I work for Samsung. I work for Apple. Usually we use the phrase like that. I work as a is often used with nouns that describe job positions. So I'm a teacher, right? In my case, I can say, I work as a teacher. I work as a translator. I work as a salesman. So as a is used with nouns that describe the job position. Now, I work at is very similar to the phrase I work for. I think the only difference is I work for is used when you want to emphasize the company or the location. I work at, it can be used in the same way, but we can also use it for general locations. For example, I work at a school. I work at a store. I work at a library. So we can use for when mentioning the specific company, and at is more commonly used when we want to talk about the general location. Now let's try some conversation practice. Let's have a look. What do you do for a living? I work for an IT company. What do you do for work? I work at an IT company. What do you do for a living? I work as an IT engineer.